Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Food is inside.
Geena day for kitchen, water done day for fire. Oh boy, to see them done day for pots, they boy together. My belly done the sweet plus everybody get together.
Food is inside.
Hello foodaholics and welcome to another wonderful episode of Foodies and Spice. Yes, it's Flavors of Azerbaijan Season 9. So today I'm going to be taking you through my journey in Azerbaijan. It was fun, it was beautiful. They've got lots of food and I enjoyed eating it. This is the time you get to call all your neighbors, your friends, your family, call them on phone. Everybody, they should sit down right now because Flavors of Azerbaijan is about to start. Leaving Nigeria for Azerbaijan was really tedious because Azerbaijan doesn't have any embassies in Nigeria. But thank God for the Friends of Azerbaijan organization that teamed up with Foodies and Spice for this project, and it was really, really lovely. We're thanking Bilura Beramova Bernard.
Hello, Nigeria.
Yes, she's a wonderful woman. You remember her, she has actually been in the kitchen before to show us Azerbaijani food. And from there, we started talking about this project and we teamed up together to do this. The first thing we did was to go for a TV interview. Yeah, to announce our coming and the reason why we're in Baku. Baku is the capital of Azerbaijan. So I enjoyed the TV breakfast show that morning. It was really lovely. So I told them the reason why I came, basically to find out the kind of food they eat and see how we can fuse our recipes together, or if we have things in common that we also actually eat here. And I said, okay, before we start recording anything, I just want to have a feel of the town. So we went ahead to check out the city center, check out some malls, and you know, I guess some people recognize me from the breakfast show that morning, and it was a whole lot of picture taking. Everybody just wanted to take a picture with me. Probably it was the breakfast show, probably it was my hair or my skin color, or people just loved it. They didn't have, or they don't have a lot of black people like in other countries where you see a lot of black people all around, but they didn't have so much of that in Azerbaijan. As I stayed over the days, I realized that they didn't have up to 100 Nigerians or 150 Nigerians, not to exaggerate, living in Azerbaijan. So after checking out the city for a bit, we decided to honor the invite of one of the legislators, Ganira Pashayeva, and her friend, Arzu Bajarova. Arzu has a very beautiful house. I love the carpets in her house. You'll get to know later in this series how beautiful the Azerbaijani carpet history is. And by the time I saw her table, oh my God, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna stay here, I know they come back again. But you know, I need to come back. I've got my babies. I was already missing them at day one, yes. Honestly, it was the first time I was gonna leave them since I gave birth to them. Before we started eating, they felt they wanted to honor me for coming all the way from Nigeria, in West Africa, in Africa, to all the way Azerbaijani. Like, okay, we want to honor you. And they decided to give me this beautiful Azerbaijani silk scarf. This is my second day in Azerbaijan and I'm getting gifts already. Here with me is one of the members of the legislative house here in Azerbaijan, and this is her best friend
of Nigeria.
Yes, one of the best friend of Nigeria, and this is her best friend over here whose house we are in to enjoy this wonderful feast. And the most beautiful thing that has happened to me so far being in Azerbaijan is having to stand side by side with this man, 31 culinary books to his name. Like, what else do I need to see in Azerbaijan? So I'm really very happy to be here, and this is a little bit emotional for me. This is a traditional Azerbaijani dress and I am being gifted with it already. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is my silk scarf. Yes, very beautiful scarf. I rocked it throughout the 10 days I stayed in Azerbaijan. I love the silk scarf. And you know, they've got a lot of history with this scarf, and they actually told me that is in the list of the UNESCO heritage list.
He wants to explain a patterns, what means the patterns on it. Okay, so this pattern.
Okay. This pattern is the symbol of fire, and if you must know, right now Azerbaijan is called the land of fire. So everything you'll be seeing there is fire, 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 like everything fire. I saw the ground burning fire, like it's been burning for ages. Everything fire, like everything is about fire. So they actually get to honor fire a lot, and they have fire patterns on almost every of their designs. So I love the scarf given to me by Pashayeva and her friend Azu. So after that little ceremony of the scarf, we decided to go to the table, which is quite important to me. And I know I like food, so the scarf part was good, but I really wanted to check out what was on the table. And we started with tea. Now I was going to begin to find out. From that moment, I was like, okay, these people could be tea kind of people, and I wasn't wrong. So we did tea. And after tea, Chef Tahir was also invited. Chef Tahir is one of the biggest culinary personalities in Azerbaijan. He's the chairman of the Azerbaijani Culinary Association and Vice President
World Islamic Culinary Associate.
Okay, Islamic Culinary Associate. Okay, that's good. That's good. But one thing I know, that he can cook.
Master Chef
Master Chef. Okay.
and Engineer Technology, Food Technology.
And food technology engineer.
Engineer.
Chef Tahir is filled with wisdom, like lots of wisdom. We talked about food, and every food had history that Chef Tahir wants to talk to you about.
Bu romp развития, inşaat ve doğum.
So
Hem de gözün
this romp,
formasıdır.
this figure, so this is actually, you see, it's like the type of eyes. You see, the look like eyes from also, yeah.
Brezilya'nın
And
da
also-
bayrağında görebilir, bu inkişaf
And
formasıdır.
this is
ve buradan doğum var.
the form of development. Okay.
Why it's called that name, why it's prepared like that, why it is eaten the way it is eaten. I got to hear a lot of that. He also wanted to show me how to make stuffed fish and pilaf at the diaspora committee office. The man who spoke to me actually told me
Şahanedir. Çok qeyri-adi, dadlı.
The king of our table, we say it like that, is plov. And plov, we have a lot of varieties. We say it's one of more than 100 varieties of plov we have. Yeah. So you must eat.
I'm sure I can eat like 5 varieties before I go. He loves our rice dishes, but I told him we won't be able to check out all the rice recipes in 10 days. So, but we're going to see 5. But trust me, I saw more than 5. So today in Azu's house, we are doing pilaf in copper pots. They needed to show me how they cook in their copper pots. Now, the copper pots look kind of triangular or like a pyramid, and the reason is that when it starts heating up, they actually want it to heat up but not too hot, so the heat starts from beneath and kind of cools out to the top. The rice doesn't burn because the rice just cooks with water for a while, and after that the water is taken off and it starts cooking on its own. So for it not to burn, or because it will burn, they have to first do some layers underneath the copper pot. So that is exactly what we did in Azu's house. We did a layer of eggs and yogurt before we put the parboiled rice on it, garnished with saffron. Saffron is actually a spice they get from flowers. It has lovely aroma and actually changes the color of the food. Why are you adding saffron?
Niye zafer
Hem renk vereceği, hem tat vereceğim, sağlamlık vereceği.
And also it's also for aroma, okay, for the taste, and also it's also good for health.
So we did all that garnishing and coating, but the biggest part was that Azu wanted to show me something that was like an heritage to her own part of Azerbaijan, which is stuffed fish. Now this stuffed fish is actually the most tasteful fish I have ever tasted in my life. Does it make sense? Yes. Like, I can't explain it, but we are going to be trying that out during the course of this series. Now, this stockfish had onions and pomegranate sauce and walnuts as one of its ingredients. Now, pomegranate and walnut is not something that we actually have so much here in Nigeria. Yes, because it's alien to us. But I don't know if these days people grow pomegranate in places like Jos or the north. Please, if you are watching and you grow it there, hit me up. I want some pomegranate. Now, also the walnut, I don't know if it's something we have here, and it's not like our own normal walnut, the one where they black for, but we go break inside the white. No, not be that type. For this particular lavangi, fish lavangi recipe, they blended onions and squeezed out the juice from the onions. And when I asked, okay, why did you squeeze out the juice from the onions?
Why they have to squeeze the juice of onion? Because when you stuff chicken or your fish and the onion is dry.
We're trying to explain to me that onions is wet, and I think the fish also is going to be wet while grilling, so it's better the juice from the onions is removed. But I actually didn't understand so much of that, but what I understand was that this fish was tasty. Yes, we stuffed the fish, we rubbed some of that sauce on it, and we put it in the oven. And just before the fish was ready, we went back to the table to eat some more food, and here comes this beautiful chicken dish. I really like the taste of the chicken. Now, I have tasted chicken. I always eat chicken, but this chicken was lovely. And I was like, why is this chicken like this? And they explained to me, okay, this is a free-range chicken. Yes, free-range means say not be agric fowl, not be the one where they inside poultry, not the one where they work out when they find food, like the type where they see for village. And you know how those chicken in the village can be very sweet. Exactly. I'm like, yes, I know something like this before. Because of that, today I'm going to be doing nsala in memory of the chicken I ate in Azu's house. But it was really lovely. Chef Tahir taught me how to eat it with the flat bread.
Very hygienic. I'm eating chicken.
Okay.
Yes.
And I must tell you now, from now, first episode, on Azerbaijani tables, you are always going to find flatbread, you are always going to find meat, you are always going to find nuts, you are always going to find fruits, you are always going to find tea, you are always going to find jam, you are always going to find greens. Like, these things are always there. So, in honor of Azu's chicken dish, let's just go get some salad done with free-range chicken where they work about, not be a Greek chicken. Okay, it's still flavors of Azerbaijan, and I told you I'll be honoring Arzu and Pashayeva with this my nsala soup. This soup is one soup that I really love. And don't forget, the chicken is free-range chicken. That type where they work out on their own, the one where they take care of himself by himself, not the chicken where they pet, not be a Greek fowl. Over here I have my neighbor discover. Yes, the onion. So I have stockfish here for the pressing things. I have crayfish here for the pressing things. I also have dry fish. Quite important. Thank you, Kaduna people. Kaduna people sent me this dry fish. Thanks, Tush Beauty. Yellow pepper for that sexy hot spiciness. That's my pepper. And of course, for more pressing things, I've got periwinkle here. Have you tried this pounder potato? The lamb western pounder potato is actually everywhere right now. So that's what we'll be using for our nsala soup today. Then our thickening agent is yam. So that's all we've got here. I'll be adding seasoning cube, I'll be adding salt. Any other thing while they add, I would let you know. No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Food is inside.
Aha. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Food is inside.
Aha. Yeah.
Food is inside.
And And just before we start cooking, before I cover this my beautiful dress with the apron, it's so beautiful and it's from Style with Jessie. If you want it on a discount price, just quote Foodies and Spice. Her number is on the screen and you would get it. To follow everything happening right now on Foodies and Spice, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Geena Foodies and Spice. We also have our WhatsApp number there for any of your questions and anything you just want to tell us about. Yes, we're also on Facebook at Foodies Spice, www.facebook.com/foodiespice, and on the blog as well. All the stories and the relevant pictures and everything will be there at www.foodiesandspice.blogspot.com. So first things first is this chicken. We need to start cooking it. Yes, that's how to start our masala soup. I'm going to be adding some salt. I have my chopping board and my knife, and I'll be adding some onions. Let's say half bulb of onions. I'll be blending the rest. Two seasoning cubes. Yeah, very big, to just make sure all that seasoning go in. You see, I've not added any water yet. I'll cover it and allow it to bring out some of its juice before I add some water. So while it's doing that, I'm going to be blending pepper. Yes, I told you, we Nigerians, we are not pepperless people. You should be pepper, not enough for the matter they had. But you know, I have a very good palate for any food, anybody's food, so I was able to really enjoy the Azerbaijani food even without pepper. So the remaining onion I will also blend. This is just fine, not too smooth, because when it's not too smooth, you now see those specks of small yellow in the soup and it makes it really look nice. Yes, so those tiny speck of it. But if you want it to be smooth, fine. I just want some, Oyibo will say, aesthetic, like some artistry on top of this food, so that's why I'm leaving it that way. So back here I will be adding some water. Now this native fowl actually takes more time to cook because, you know, he's a tough guy. That's the guy on the street. Okay, so I got a bowl to wash my stockfish and I have my crayfish here. I add some salt. The salt helps the sand go down. So I'm just going to keep it here. Now this is the uziza leaves. Uziza leaves will go last because it's actually for garnishing, but it adds this very beautiful aroma. Now just a fistful of uziza leaves is just fine. Like I said, it's for garnishing. But apart from garnishing, it's got a lovely aroma when it hits the heat of the soup, and it's got a peppery hint as well for those who like some more spicy. Now this my fish is lovely. So I'm adding the yam. Okay guys, I think our yam is soft now, so I will just fish it out. So the next thing that goes in is my onions and pepper. What do we have next? Our stockfish and crayfish can go in now. It's looking very beautiful already with the colors. So I'll give it some time to cook. Now, white soup always come with spices, and you know, various parts of Nigeria has perfected their own kind of spices they use for white soup. But today I'll be using the Uda seed. So you just wash, open up the pods. We don't eat the seed. You get the seed off. So this is just good. This thing smells good already, like very good. Okay, so our yam is mashed, and let's check this. Wow, that aroma is fantastic. Okay, so our chicken, crayfish, stockfish, onion, pepper, all that in there. I'll just add my dry fish into it. I can get to pieces that. And once this goes in, I can put my mashed yam. So allow that one boil a bit, and the only thing left is our uziza and periwinkle. They go almost the same time because this is for garnishing. This one is actually very soft, so you don't want to put it on time to get missing in the soup. So after that, we will do our step down swallow for this soup. Our white soup looks good already, so we can begin to add the remaining things. We've got the uziza leaf. I'll just take a fistful of that, and my periwinkles. I'll add a little bit of salt. Remember, I've already used seasoning cubes to cook that chicken, and stir. This just needs 1 minute to 2 and it's ready, and it's time for our step down swallow. We are using the pounder potato for our step down swallow today. This is one swallow that is very, very light because it is made with Irish potato. It's really, really lovely. It's a light meal and it's just like your pounder. So we're going to make it now because my soup is ready. Yeah, so we'll make it right now. So this comes here, our step down swallow. Very easy to make. Now this pounder potato is actually very easy, like very easy to make. You can't go wrong with it. Okay, so our step down swallow is ready. Our white soup is ready. Alright guys, that part that I really, really love. The eating part, and I've got smiley guest here. Fatima, you're welcome to Foodies and Spice. It's so good to have you here. The reason I called you to try first is because I know you're a foodie. You like food. Yeah. Fatima actually has her own Instagram food page called Gourmandays.
Gourmandays_meal.
Yeah, Gourmandays_meal. So she's going to try it. So when you're cooking for all those people that make food orders, try lamb western's pounder potato. So you should try it now and let's see. See, it actually feels like pounded yam. Yeah.
This is wonderful.
Which one, the pounder potato or the soup?
The pounder potato, the soup, everything. This is the kind of food my grandmother calls a pomoloni.
Really nice. Let me quickly give you your gift from lamb western pounder potato. I said I should give you this. You are only guest this season. To take this, they want you to try it. Tell your friends about it. Tell them to try it.
Thank you so
You're welcome. Guys, thanks for watching another wonderful episode of Foodies and Spice as we are eating our food. So please go and try your own. Send me pictures and send me your food pics and selfies. Don't forget to follow me on all our social media handles. On Facebook, facebook.com/foodiespice. All my online platforms that they've been showing on the screen. So just follow. Especially on Thursdays, we do a lot of giveaways, so you will win gifts from us. Send me your pictures to prepare what I prepare. Send us pictures and we'll celebrate you. Thank you so much. See you next week. Please keep a date. This Azerbaijani story is blessed. Love you so much. Mwah.